Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of the J&J Toy Giants YouTube channel, Toy Unboxing. I am your host, JD. Just wanted to say thank you for all those who enjoyed the last video I did for the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, my very first NECA review toy unboxing. I had a lot of fun doing it, and if you haven't, feel free to look at the video for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles NECA. And I wanted to go over this edition of the toy unboxing. And oh, hey, brother, what's going on? Dude, what is wrong with you? Not cool. Not cool at all, bro. Who are you and what are you doing in my room, man? I'm trying to do a video.
You review toy unboxings well, in the old style, but you've caused me enough trouble.
Now you face the Shredder.
The Shredder? Look, guys, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to do a video here, and he's actually busting in here like he's the police. All right? With the name of Shredder, I don't know who this guy is, but I bet he never has to look for a can opener.
Tonight I dine on turtle soup.
Listen, evil Gordon Ramsay, okay? I don't have time for this Hell's Kitchen episode that you're trying to do. I'm trying to do a toy unboxing. This is J&J Toy Giants, and if you're going to be interrupting me, please feel free to stay in the one version that you just came in. I don't have a lot of money and time and budget for 2D graphics, okay?
Where did they come up with this stuff?
I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't mean to actually, start the video off with some big interruption, okay? Let's just start the show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for joining us for this special edition, part 2 of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles NECA toy unboxing. Today, we're going to be unboxing the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder and Splinter. So this is actually the first NECA purchase that I ever did. It was kind of like on my shelf, or, my little area where I put all my figures. And it was like, I'm going to wait until I actually get the Turtles first before I do this unboxing. So I had this for like a few months, almost, I would say 4 months, 5 months. I was never able to unbox it because I was never thinking that I was going to be able to get the actual Turtles, because at that point in time, their prices were skyrocketing. They were out and they weren't restocking them until the Super Shredder came out and they started restocking all of their shelves again with the Turtles. So now I finally get to unbox this NECA 2-pack. So let's do like we always do. Let's let us breathe. All right, so I'm gonna have to actually hold Splinter because his tail doesn't allow him to kind of stand up by himself. So definitely I'm gonna have to find an actual doll stand that I'd normally use for like my LJNs or my Slimer to kind of keep him up when I put him on my shelf. But getting started on this figure, it is as close as you're going to be getting if it wasn't actually real life, or the actual costume itself that was done by Jim Henson, or Jim Henson's team, because by the time that this particular movie had filmed, he had already passed away. But they used Jim Henson's company to make the costumes and animatronics and stuff like that. So definitely you can tell they did a wonderful, wonderful job on his, I guess it was supposed to be his gi, but it was pretty much just a robe with a belt, tied around it. So Splinter is, if you don't know, now you know, is the master of the Ninja Turtles. And this is what he looked like in the 1990 movie, directed by Steve Barron. And I just loved this movie, and just having this figure. As I stated at the beginning of the video, this was the first NECA purchase I actually made. I got into it way late because of the fact that, you know, I got into collecting late. Let's just start with that. But when I actually started to get deeper and deeper into different things that I was going to collect, specifically Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, this was actually around at the time, so I was way late to the game. They first came out in like 12-inch size, or 14-inch. They were big. And then they scaled them down to these particular scales, kind of like a 6 to 7 inch, because, you know, it was better to display them all, and they could mass produce these and sell a lot of them. They first came out by himself. I believe Splinter first came out by himself, and then became like a 2-pack along with Shredder. And then they did another one of the spirit of Splinter, which is in the movie. He comes up when they meditate, and he was able to communicate with them via their spirit. And so he actually comes with quite a few different hands, with him pointing. He also comes with the TCRI mutagen, which is basically, you can see it's been ripped open where the ooze came out. But then in the actual sequel, it's TGRI, which was the company that made the ooze. And you know, it's pretty cool. They pretty much, I didn't even know that there were so many rips on his thing. Like, I know it was really dirty and dingy, but I didn't know there were so many rips on his thing. So kudos for them to like actually getting really good research and still shots of his actual you know, robe and whatnot. And they come with slippers. I put the slippers on. And it also comes with something else. I forget what it was. The nunchucks, as you can tell in the last of the part of the movie. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert!
He uses the nunchucks to evade Shredder, and we all know what happened there. And so, I forget what else that he came with. Yeah, that's right. Wait a minute. You know what? Hold on for just a second, guys. I'm actually going to eat something real quick, and then I'll be right back. It's so good. This is really good. Really good pizza. Hey, Splinter. Hey, do you want a piece?
Whoops. Kids.
It was a joke.
Huh?
There we go. So, really love this character. I'm gonna have to find a way to kind of stand him up, because you can see his tail's really long, so he can't really stand up by himself. Actually, see, he won't even stand up. So I'm not sure if his tail is removable. I don't even want to find out. But yeah, man, this is a pretty cool figure. It's an awesome part of my collection. My Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collection is growing quite extensively. So I'm happy about that, and I can't wait to get some more stuff. And let's go to the next one. All right, so the next one we're going to be going over today is Orokusaki, also known as the Shredder. And so it was really kind of like, I didn't know at that point in time when I saw the movie that it was actually this type of a color. I thought it was like a dark burgundy, which it kind of is, but I never knew it was this sparkly. I might have to watch it again. I didn't think it was, I just thought it was just the light reflecting off of his, like, his knives that made it seem like he was sparkling a little, like Edward Cullen kind of sparkly, but it was actually the actual costume, the fabric that they used, that it was kind of reflective. So that was actually something that I didn't know, or just didn't catch it because I was too busy watching the awesomeness that is this movie. So dead on with his helmet and his mask, and you can see close. Can you see it? Hopefully it comes in. So his face is kind of scarred. I don't know if the mask is removable. I'm not gonna even attempt to do it. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. The head sculpt is pretty cool as well. And he actually comes with a wide variety of things. Obviously, his spear that he fought the turtles with. Now, this was actually a really deep cut. Not so many people remember what this knife represents. So if you remember in the actual movie, this little dagger, all right, this is the dagger that he threw at the TV when he first found out that April O'Neil was, talking about the foot and kind of bringing attention to them where, obviously that was going to cause problems for, his business that he was running, And of course, he comes with these extra hands with I forget what they call them. I just call them knives, I guess. But I forget what the actual name of it is called. But it's pretty cool. Now, he does come with peg stands, so you can stand him up. But, he pretty much stands pretty well by himself. When I took him out of the package, his joints were pretty cool. Pretty good, I should say. And didn't have any trouble trying to stand him up. Now he is, not because I'm filming. He's gonna mess with me now. But I really liked this Shredder. Now, I don't know if they're gonna come out with the newer wave with Teenage Mutant Turtles Part 2, or I should enunciate Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Part 2, The Secret of the Ooze, because I remember that was purple, which they kind of, at that point in time, they try to make him as close to the cartoon as possible, because technically this wasn't like the cartoon as far as like what Shredder looked like. It was all purple and black, along with his knives that he had, his sharp objects. But what I really enjoyed with this 2-pack, and I didn't even notice, I was about to throw the box away, and I didn't even notice that it came with this awesome attachment. Boom! It actually comes with his cloak, or his little cape that was introduced when they debuted his scene, his intro scene. When we finally got to see Shredder like up close and personal, this was the cape he was wearing when he was introduced. But I would have been super mad. All right, so. I mean, there's really not much I can really talk about. I mean, other than the obvious. I mean, a lot of people have always kind of said it before. And I'm just piggybacking when a lot of people were reviewed about this figure, that it's pretty badass. I wish that I had started collecting these a little earlier, but hey, I got them now. That's the most important thing, and you really can't go wrong with this one. I'm not gonna be like a psychopath or a completist and collect every single thing, because then it'll never end. Because obviously the bigger ones are going to be harder to find because those came out first. But I definitely like that this is a awesome, part of my collection now, and I'm glad that I have it. Just one piece of advice that I'm going to say to anyone who's collecting, and it might not be, I guess, the most popular thing. If you have the ability to get a figure that that it's very hard to get or rare, if you see it, get it. You can always return it if you don't open it up, if you feel that you kind of, impulse buy or impulse bought it, and you can always return it. But, it's better to have it and already have it and not, kick yourself in the butt and say, oh man, I wish I could have bounced on it. Because I passed on this a couple times while I was in the stores. They were very hard to come by when they were being, kind of like phased out, because there were more NECA stuff that was coming in. So they had to get, a lot of the stores like Target and Walmart needed to get rid of these and not really essentially restock them, because all the new stuff was coming in. So like the cartoon turtles, which more so you can find at like Target more than Walmart, but you get what I'm saying. So definitely, if you can get it and it's not going to break the bank, get it, and then that way you can always return it or sell it. A lot of people buy it and then they kind of have buyer's remorse and then they flip it, you know what I mean? So like, it's always, someone's always going to want it. And for sure, I I've learned this the hard way with a lot of figures that I kind of passed on, and I wish I didn't. But love this figure, and definitely going to keep it and admire it for days on end. And that's it. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for joining us again for this particular toy unboxing. Again, I'm your host, JD. Be sure to like and subscribe at all of our video submissions on Twitter, Instagram, and also Facebook. We're also on TikTok. Be sure to also follow us on there. Thank you so very much. Be safe and keep on cruising.